I don't know why, but I'm really not feeling very festive this year, so let's try and get into the Christmas mood by doing some Christmas nails. This is the design that I'm gonna do. And it's a variation of one of my favorite nail sets I've ever done. I'm tempted to just do it again, but I like to have something different on my nails every single time, so I'm gonna do the variation of it instead. I've already done my base, that's in my previous video if you'd like to see that. So now we're moving straight into the nail art. I'm starting with my base colors for each nail. For the nude, I'm using Sheer in the City, and for the red cat eye base, I'm using Left Him on Red, both from D&D. And I'm using a small liner brush to get the color as close to the edge as possible for a super clean finish. I'm doing one coat on all of the nails and then a second coat just on the nude nails and curing in between each coat. I'm then taking a long liner brush and mapping out my French tip on my ring finger and then filling that in and curing it. For cat eye, I always work one nail at a time and cure in between each finger because otherwise the magnet will pull the particles on nails that I've already done and mess it all up. So I apply a layer of the cat eye polish all over the nail and then use my magnet to pull the particles all to one side, and then I bring the magnet to the other side of my nail to kind of activate those sparkles, and I then maneuver the magnet at the top like this to get this exact effect from last year, so using the same exact technique. I really want this to pop, so I'm going to do 2 layers on every cat eye nail using the same magnet movements each time. Once everything's cured, I'm moving on to the candy cane details. For the French tip, I'm switching to a shorter liner brush because it gives me more control. So I'm painting the lines and filling in the gap between every other line. And once I'm happy with how all of that looks, I'm curing and moving on to the full candy cane nail on my thumb. And for that, I'm using a longer liner brush because the extra length really helps to keep the longer lines smooth by absorbing any little wobbles. If you remember from my sketch, I originally planned to do silver details, and I did try them, and honestly, I kind of hated it. Yeah, you can see that it just kind of looks off. So I just completely filed it off and went back in with a plain white French tip instead, cured it fully, and I think that looks a gazillion times better, and I'm really happy with how it looks with the other nails. After that, I'm top coating every nail, fully curing them and taking a second to admire them before emotionally preparing myself to do the other hand. The other hand is literally the same design, just a few nails are switched around, but it took me twice as long because I almost gave up on those candy cane lines about 6 times. There's just something so special about a cat eye nail, and combining that with the Christmas design is just perfect. I'm still not sure that I'm feeling very Christmassy, but these definitely make me smile every time I look at my hands, so that's a win for me. I think I'll probably do another set before Christmas, but I don't know whether there'll be a set focused on Christmas or whether it'll be more like New Year's based. I feel like that's always really hard to decide what to do there, but stay tuned for that because I've been really enjoying sketching out a few options and putting a poll on my story and asking you guys to choose, so I'll probably do that again. But anyway, these look so magical in person, and I think that's kind of being picked up on screen, but let me know what you think, and if anyone does them or gets them done, definitely send me a picture because I'd love to see. Bye!